evening. Am I audible right now? I should be. Is the game better now? It should be. Here's a better comparison. Put the book down. Actually, no, don't put the book down. Continue to read. Alright, I'll take it. So, allow me to explain what's going on here. I've been playing Dragon Age 2 for the past, 2-3 days straight now. I'm very close to the end, so this isn't a fresh start, obviously. I've been informed that I have only a handful of hours left to completion, and I really want to get through it so I can play Inquisition. So I have a mission, which is why there is no XCOM tonight. I did not get Ground Zeroes on Steam, I own it on PS4. Okay, so I need to step away for just a moment, but then I'll get to it. And I have chat open, so A, no spoilers, which is obvious, and B, I'll try to respond as much as I can to, anything that warrants it. Okay. And I'm well enough. How are you all tonight? Also, where the hell was I going? Also, yes, I saw that MASH displayed the donation link. That is still a thing. So if you can help out at all, without overextending, please, by all means. Oh, right. Sewers for justice.
We can enter the sewers from here to look for the Sala Petrae. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold your nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at.
I can just use my typical party here. Although, Fenris really isn't typical for me. I've been using him as of late because he is a powerhouse. Sure, why not?
This is it.
Watch your step. Always where you need. That should do it. Trap. All set. Now you fall.
I have it on push to talk right now because I'm using a keyboard and mouse and clack, click, clock.
Let's finish this.
But I can change that. And by that I mean I can change the push to talk. I mean, I cannot change the click clack of the clock. My take on DA2 so far has been... That's a difficult question. think overall the story feels far less significant to DAOs, but that's because, well, with Origins you have this giant big bad that you have to fight back, and the way the stories are told are completely different. I think I prefer DA2's approach to it because it feels more personal. And I'm okay with that. Also, what are the people? I missed that, hang on. What do the people say? Also, Origins combat was a pain in the ass. You have chosen your fate. So now it should be open, and so long as I don't touch the V key, it will remain that way. Also, Ghost, weren't you the one who bought me Origins? I'm pretty sure you are. Did that like 2 years ago. And I finally got around to it.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
I'm not reading these. I'm going to read them, but I'm not going to read them out loud. Oh, this is a shorter one, but they can get lengthy.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
I'm still audible, correct? I should be. Yeah, it's still open. I prefer this combat because it seems... I want to say it feels more fair. More natural as well. Though the animations kind of bug
I
me.
don't like the looks of this. Done.
There have been better animations. Well, I prefer the natural animations of DAO compared to DA2. This feels sort of cartoony. But as a bow rogue, it doesn't affect me too much. Where are you going? Aside from hell. Is that... Oh, I thought that NPC's name was the boss. Just gonna... Dizzy you... Oh, you have friends. please. Thank you. Are we done here? Yes. Let's see what's down. Oh, that leads back. I don't want to do that yet. This game is very pause heavy.
Let's see if we can find a few more
That's
deposits.
the combat. I didn't do that very much in Origins unless I had to. Namely when I was controlling people like Morgan. I'm absolutely going to play Inquisition. That's my whole reason for playing through Origins and DA2. Dragon Scale.
Should do it.
Yeah, I totally romanced Morgan.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
Also, there's been a hefty amount of talk about DA2 being an awful game. Outside of the recycled environments and maybe the animations, I personally don't feel like that's a fair statement. It's certainly not objective. And people talk as if it's like, I guess it is a common belief, but I don't really understand it. Isn't this where I fought that high dragon? Yes, it is.
I hope the rest of the dragons haven't heard this place is on the market. Are you ready to go in?
I guess.
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll have to look for Drakestone deposits along the sides.
Yeah, the way the story is structured. What did these spiders set these? Screw it. Just. That's also a problem I have with the way enemies appear in combat. Just materializing. I know. You're alive. I'm impressed. Warden's Oath, again. Wait, not again. Someone had, like, Warden's Promise, or who was it? Might have been you. Warden's Promise, there it is. Yeah.
This looks like a Drakestone deposit. I need a scraping from the deepest part. There should be more further in.
I didn't see any spoilers, but if I do see them, I will be the first to get rid of people.
Further in.
Have a good night, Beanie. Wait a minute. No, it's way back. I also appreciate the way enchantments and crafting works in this. Or work in this. In DAO, it felt like there were just a bunch of consumables that I never used, and they were far too numerous for me to care. Since then, they have been more or less streamlined, and while that's not always a good thing, I feel like it was a necessary, well, not necessary, but welcome change.
Trap.
Of course. Just kinda...
There should be more further in. There should be more further in.
How do you know this?
I don't like the looks of this. Done. That's all set.
There it is. Let's deal with you. Done. And there's heal Aveline. Thank you. Is that it? Am I done?
Thank you. I wouldn't have asked just anyone to venture in there for me. There is one more thing, but we must discuss it privately.
Great. Also, I totally heard something growl. So we're about to get attacked. If it's another high dragon, I'm done. I guess not. Let's get this over with.
There is one more thing I would ask of you, Hawk. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry, without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
What are you...
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages. Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
You're about to start your little revolution, aren't you?
What is it you don't want me to see?
You said you believe in me. Again and again you have shown your support for mages. Then trust me now. I am doing only what is necessary.